In this video, let's talk about when the past gives today's feelings their volume. Now, not every emotional reaction begins in the present moment. No. Sometimes the present simply touches something that was already there. A spouse uses a particular tone, forgets an important task, corrects a mistake, asks for space, or becomes quiet during a difficult conversation, and the emotional response seems much larger than the immediate event would appear to explain. Both partners may be confused by the intensity. One thinks, I barely said anything. And the other thinks, I know this shouldn't feel this bad, but it does. Now, when alexithymia, anxiety, and a history of painful experiences overlap, understanding where today's emotion ends and yesterday's begins can be extraordinarily difficult. Most autistic adults enter marriage carrying a long history of being misunderstood. Some were repeatedly corrected for behaviors they didn't realize were socially unexpected. Some learned that sensory distress would be dismissed as overreaction. Some were punished for shutdowns, executive functioning difficulties, emotional overwhelm, or a need for predictability. Others experienced bullying, exclusion, chronic criticism, unstable homes, emotional neglect, and more obvious forms of childhood trauma. Even autistic adults who describe their childhood as generally loving may remember hundreds of smaller moments in which the message seemed to be that the way their nervous system naturally operated was inconvenient to everyone else. Those experiences don't remain neatly stored in childhood, no. The nervous system learns from repetition. If mistakes repeatedly lead to humiliation, correction may become associated with danger. If asking for help resulted in criticism, dependence may begin feeling unsafe. If expressing distress led to accusations of being dramatic, the adult may learn to suppress discomfort until it becomes impossible to contain. If conflict in childhood meant shouting, rejection, or prolonged silence, ordinary marital disagreement may activate an alarm that feels disproportionate to what is actually happening. The adult mind may know, well, my spouse is not my parent, but the nervous system may need considerably more convincing. Would you like to schedule a paid private coaching session? This will be in the form of a face-to-face Zoom call. Underneath any of my videos, you'll see this Calendly link. If you click on that link, it'll open up my calendar. You can pick the available days and times that works for your schedule, and I will be available on that exact day and time, and we will talk.